If you're an entrepreneur who's decided to become fluent in a language and you want a system that tells you exactly what to do every single day until you get there, keep watching. I'm Spencer. I'm the COO of a mid-8-figure company. In 2024, I reached conversational fluency in Mandarin, one of the hardest languages on the planet, in 182 days.
我开始学习中文的时候，你觉得我们应该学习北京话吗？
And I did it while running that business full time. When I started sharing these methods, I built a YouTube channel to over 30,000 subscribers in under a year. That's how much this resonated. But watching free content isn't the same as having a system that executes for you. That is what Fluency Formula is. I'm going to show you exactly how I did it and how we've helped other entrepreneurs do the same. Take Andre, for example. Andre is an entrepreneur, a published psychology author, and a PhD student. He came to us wanting to learn Italian.
Turns out it took me 59 days to go from absolute beginner to being fluent in the language. I did 2 months of conjugations, 2 months of fluency formula. One took me nowhere, the other one took me to fluency, the exact same amount of time. You hacked what do babies do to learn languages, and then you pump that full of steroids so that we do that faster. That's how I see it. Questo sistema semplicemente ti aiuta ad apprendere nel modo più naturale per te. Quindi sì, può imparare tantissimo velocemente e può anche essere divertente. Quindi io lo consiglio davvero, su questo non si trova.
61 days. Not years, not someday, 61 days to conversational fluency. But Andre isn't special. He just followed the system. Let me show you where that system came from. January 2024, I started studying Mandarin. Before that day, I had absolutely zero understanding of Chinese, and I had never studied it a day in my life. My girlfriend at that time, who is now my wife, is Chinese. Her parents live nearby. They speak some English, but not enough to really connect. Not enough for the kind of relationship I really wanted with them. So I made a decision. I was going to become fluent, and I was going to do it in secret. For the next 182 days, I followed the system I'm about to show you. Her parents had no idea. Then one evening, we were all sitting at a cottage for the weekend. We were all just sitting around the dinner table, and then suddenly, I just started speaking Mandarin.
我开始学习中文的时候，你觉得我们应该学习北京话吗？
What the hell?
因为我觉得我特别喜欢北京儿化音。
That was the exact moment where they heard me speak their mother tongue for the very first time. We spent the rest of the evening speaking entirely in Mandarin. About a year later, I asked her parents, in fluent Mandarin, for permission to marry their daughter. She's now my wife. And that's what fluency gives you. Not a certificate, not a test score, but real connection, real moments that actually matter. If you've tried to learn a language before, I'm talking apps, classes, grammar drills, then you know the gap. You memorize vocabulary, you study rules, then you try to have a real conversation and it just falls apart. You know words, but you can't use them. You understand a sentence, but you can't respond fast enough. That's because most methods teach you about a language. They don't help you acquire it, where it becomes automatic and instinctive, something you can think in instead of translate to. So you quit. Or you keep grinding and grinding for years with minimal progress. Or you tell yourself you'll get back to it someday. Meanwhile, the goal stays out of reach. Fluency Formula fixes this. The system is built on one core principle: acquire the language, don't just learn it. That means building real fluency, the ability to think and respond directly in your target language, not just knowledge about grammar and vocabulary. 4 distinct pillars make this work. Pillar 1, theory. You need to understand how language acquisition actually works. There's decades of research on this, most of it ignored by traditional education. We give you the science so you understand why each step matters. You're not blindly following instructions, you know exactly what you're doing and why it works. This also means unlearning the myths, the grammar drills, the flashcard grinding, the methods that feel productive but don't actually move the needle. Pillar 2, input. This is where most people waste years. They consume the wrong content at the wrong level in the wrong way. We show you exactly how to find and use content that's right for your level, and how to train algorithms like YouTube to hand serve you perfect material every single day. This is actually better than some sort of pre-packaged course could ever be, because the content is dynamic. It grows with you. As you improve, the algorithm adapts. You're always consuming material at exactly the right difficulty, challenging enough to push you forward, but comprehensible enough to actually acquire. Pillar 3, output. Comprehension isn't fluency. You need to turn what's in your head into words that come out of your mouth in real time. We teach you the specific techniques to make this happen. I'm talking shadowing, echoing, AI-assisted conversation practice. This is how you bridge the gap between I understand and I can respond instantly. Pillar 4, systems. In my experience, this is where most people fail, even if they know the right method. Without a daily protocol, without tracking, without accountability, even the best approach falls apart. You lose momentum, you skip days, and you start over. Fluency Formula gives you the execution layer, a clear daily routine, a tracker that shows you exactly where you are and whether you're on pace, structure that removes the guesswork entirely. I spent years trying to learn languages without these systems. I'd make progress, lose momentum, and start over. The system is what finally made it stick. Okay, so here's what you get when you join Fluency Formula. The core program, 22 hours of video instruction across 6 modules. Module 1 gives you the foundation, how acquisition works and why it's different from anything you've tried before. Module 2 is the input module, exactly what to do day by day for the next 200 days. Module 3 is the tracker, our proprietary tool that shows you exactly where you are and whether you're on pace to hit your goal. Module 4 is output training, how to turn comprehension into actual spoken fluency. Module 5 is systems, how to stay consistent even when life gets busy. And Module 6 is advanced strategies, how to accelerate once you've built a strong foundation. Next, you get a custom Anki deck. During onboarding, our team builds you a frequency deck tailored to your specific language. It's designed to get you to 75% comprehension in the language in about 75 to 100 days. Next up is weekly group coaching. 1-hour live calls where I'm there to answer your questions directly, work with you through stuck points, and sometimes give deeper lectures on specific topics. Next is our private community, a group of other serious learners going through the same process. And for those who want the highest level of support, Fluency Formula Max. This tier includes 12 weeks of one-on-one coaching calls. These calls are directly with me, not a team member, not an assistant, me, personally helping you through every single obstacle and keeping you accountable. You also get access to a WhatsApp group for the full 200 days. This group includes me and members of my team, so you get responses to your questions immediately 24/7. This is for people who are serious about this time being the time they finally get fluent. And spots are limited because of how high touch it is. But here's the bottom line. This isn't a course you buy and forget. It's a system that tells you exactly what to do every single day until you're fluent. The guesswork is gone, the decision fatigue is gone, you just execute. Let me be really direct about who Fluency Formula is for. This is for entrepreneurs who have decided they're going to become fluent. Not interested in learning, not thinking about it someday, decided. It requires real time, a few hours a day, consistently for 200 or more days. If you're not willing to carve that out, then this is not for you. It also requires real financial investment. This is by design. The commitment filters for people who will actually do the work. If you scroll below this video, you'll see what hundreds of other people are saying about Fluency Formula. Take a look. But remember what you've already seen here. You saw Andre, entrepreneur, author, PhD student, hit conversational Italian in 61 days. You saw the moment my in-laws heard me speak their language for the first time. A year later, I asked them in fluent Mandarin for permission to marry their daughter. That is what's possible when you have the right system and you commit to it. If you're ready to make this happen for yourself, click the link below. Fill out the short intake survey and book a call with my team. On the call, we will clarify your goal, show you how Fluency Formula maps to it, and if it's a good fit, get you enrolled and started immediately. And look, let me just end by saying this. If you're on the fence, don't book. But if you're serious about making this time the actual time that you get fluent, I'll see you on the inside.